so I'm slowly recovering. And I tried making videos, but I am coughing in between, so not the best output coming in. And then I thought that if I'm preaching so much about taking rest, why don't I let my throat rest for a while? So now I don't feel that much of an issue, so I can speak. I'm conducting sessions, but still my voice is not at its best. That's why I am not making a lot of videos on YouTube, but you are going to soon see a lot of valuable content, especially if you're someone who is looking for a mentor or a coach for yourself, or you are a coach or a mentor yourself, and you want more insights as to how do you actually run a sustainable coaching practice. Then this channel has a lot of insights for you, and you can subscribe for the same. So, what are we talking about today? We are talking about a very interesting thing, and I am really fascinated seeing. I know that a lot of people are interested in Indian astrology, but their interest in Chinese astrology as well. So, in between, I also try to understand some elements of Chinese astrology, and it's very interesting, whether it's Chinese astrology or Indian astrology, that we use all of these symbols of animals and symbols, and there are stories related to all of these things. So what happens for some people, just blunt logical guidance works. Okay, that I come and tell you as a mentor, this is what you need to do: one, two, three, four. These are the four tasks, you need to do it, and they do it, they understand it, and it's done. But there are some of us who like more of, stories around it, who like more drama, around that thing. And the stories or the animal symbolisms or the drama that is around these things, that helps us understand a lot of things. So one thing I feel very good about the Indian knowledge system is that so many insights are packed in layers in the stories that are told to us. Okay, so whenever you read anything, even if you are, reading the Bhagavad Gita for that matter, every time you start reading it, you will find different insights. Like from the same explanation, from the same shlok, you can interpret so many different things, and that is the beauty of, something that is written in a layered structure, or a story that is being told in a very layered way. So a lot of storytelling is happening in Mission 2026 and in the Courage Circle, which are the group programs. So this year 2026, which the new year, the Chinese new year, has started yesterday. Okay, that is on 17th of February. And it is said that 2026 is the year of horse and the year of fire. Okay, so if you don't know, in Chinese astrology, they have a particular animal that represents the spirit of that particular year. So they have rat, they have ox, they have a snake, and then they have horse. So snake was the symbolism for the last year. So snake means that you are shedding all the old layers, you are dropping everything that you are not. So you are, snake also symbolizes transformation. So you are getting ready. It is the phase of, where you're doing a lot of your inner work, but a lot is not visible on the surface of that inner work. So 2025, a lot of people had that kind of a shedding of the old skin type of an experience, where they were coming out of a lot of their old wounds, a lot of their old troubles. So 2026 is the year of the horse, and that too a fire horse. So Chinese astrology also has this five elements like we have in Indian astrology, but they have a different one. Like we have ether, they have wood, fire, air, water is I think common, and so it is a fire horse. So fire symbolizes a lot of passion. A horse symbolizes free spiritedness. It symbolizes you are your strength and your ability to take action and to move forward. So fire, whether it is Indian astrology or Chinese astrology, it symbolizes passionate action. So if I was to just, give two words according to whatever interpretations I have done so far, it is it is passionate action, and passionate action that creates a lot of momentum. So if you're somebody who has been doing a lot of the inner work, but you haven't seen that momentum come in your life, like you felt that everything was going so slow in 2025, but you want to see things gear up in 2026, then this is definitely going to happen. And there are certain things that you can do to actually align yourself with these kind of cosmic changes. So why is there even a need to study all of these things, right? Can you be successful without studying any of this? Yes, you can be. I mean, people who do very good in sports, in Olympics, this and that, they are so crazy about what they like to do. They don't care which year it is and what animal represents what. They are just about their passion. But a lot of times, what happens, we live in a society where we become each other's copycats and we forget our own individuality, our passion. What did we really like? What do we not like? And that is why we get misaligned. So, if you're someone who wants to realign themselves, they can definitely take help of anything: Indian astrology, Chinese astrology. They can take help of human design, that is more a combination of Indian, Chinese, Kabbalah, Western systems all together. So, there are so many different tools that can be helpful when it comes to alignment, and I use it with my clients all the time. It gives so much of insights into who they originally are. Okay, so if you follow that, success becomes very natural to you. Okay, and wherever whenever it when we talk about excellence, this thing is required in you, that you keep working on something so that you become so good at it that you are one of the best and best in that particular field. Okay, so whether it is just like becoming a Michelin star chef in a restaurant, or becoming an Olympic level athlete. So people especially who have that kind of ambition, okay, but they have that kind of ambition but they are feeling very confused or very misaligned, for them especially, they can do a lot this year. So start with some basic changes in your life which you've always wanted to do, and don't start with everything, the same bogus rut, okay, that you hear everywhere on social media. Okay, whether it is oh, I want to wake up 5:30 in the morning, or I want to do this or that, or I want to start reading a book. This is a very generic personal development advice and it does not work for most of the people. So let's say if you're someone who's used to waking up at 8 a.m. in the morning, you can try waking up at 7:30, and that 30 minutes you can spend towards a new goal that you're making. This is one of the reasons why people are not able to do any kind of side hustle, or any kind of switch that they want, whether it is in their job, or whether it is from job to business, or business to expanding their business, because they don't know how to think on that long term, and then how to convert that long term on a short term basis. Okay, so if you're able to do that, you will be able to achieve a lot of things in the year 2026. And people who are following my work or who have been working with me, they will definitely see very drastic changes in their life at the year of 2027, because I have been telling them about how they can align their actions and take the help of these cosmic shifts, which are actually meant to happen in us as well, but we are all caught up in just living in a very unconscious way. But this conscious alignment can definitely be very very helpful to you. And in the next meeting of Courage Circle, so Courage Circle is a free circle for women where we help them getting forward with their personal and professional goals. So in the next meeting of Courage Circle, I'm going to help you really align this. Okay, so whatever you need to do to make the best of 2026, we are going to discuss that, especially how you are going to prepare for the new year. So we are going to have this discussion in the Courage Circle. We are also going to have this discussion in my private paid community, that is Mission 2026. I'm saying this again and again, that Mission 2026 is very affordable. Anybody can pay for it, and you will be actually able to realign so much that you'll very easily extract the return on the investment that you are making. So I'll be giving the links in the description. Okay, so the next two topics that we have in Mission 2026, the next coming up in March, is how you can be productive, how you can sort of do what actions you've always wanted to do. And in that, I'm also going to tell you how you're going to prepare for 2026, the insights that are required, because we celebrate in the Indian calendar, we celebrate the new year in March. So in Maharashtra, it's known as Gudi Padwa. So, what are the things that you can start doing from that day so that when you look at yourself and your life at the end of 2027, it is not the same? Okay, and all these years into the personal development and coaching industry, I've seen this work with people. So now I'm telling this to a lot other people, so you can do that. The second topic that we are going to cover in Mission 2026 is the basics of manifestation. So manifestation is not just doing some affirmations or just writing something 3 times, 6 times, and 9 times, but really aligning yourself with who you are in your core. Okay, so when you become more and more authentic, this is the rule of the universe, that you attract what you are, you attract who you are. Okay, for example, the moment I started to align myself with who I am really, I started to first find a business that really works for me. I have more time freedom than usual. Okay, I make way more money that I used to make in my job, in my business. And the third thing, as I'm growing in this field, I am working with better and better quality of people and better quality of clients. So, and it is becoming easier for me. So, usually people say that as your business grows, things get more and more complicated. But for me, it's not happening that way. And I think it shouldn't even happen that way. As you start making more money, or as you start progressing in your life, or as your business grows, it needs to create more and more abundance. That means prosperity. At the same times, it also means peace. And it does not mean that you will have no responsibility. You are definitely going to have responsibility, but that does not feel like a burden. So that is the whole reason why I talk about alignment. Okay, that your workspace feels like a place where you play, right? So right now, kind of life that we are having, so even if I am sick, and even if I'm not in the best state physically possible, but if you talk about my mental state, I am really feeling very very active in this particular moment. There were so many people who had joined the live, and I am meeting them for the first time. They are coming to my channel for the first time, and it gives me an opportunity to connect to people from even different countries. So I have worked with people internationally as well. So when you start to align, all of these starts to happen. And if you're ready to take that accountability, if you're ready to make that momentum happen in your life, you can either join the Courage Circle. If you're a woman, it's completely free for you. There are a lot many things that we do at the Courage Circle. And the second is Mission 2026. Irrespective of your gender, you can join it. And in Mission 2026, it's more and more focused to helping you achieve your personal and professional goals, because the people in Mission 2026 are very ambitious people. They're the people who want to make like some permanent shifts in their life, from job to business, or starting a side income or a side hustle, or starting their creative ventures, or if they are someone who is on a career break, then restarting their career. So all of these things are happening, and we have had our first two meetings of Mission 2026, and it has gone really well so far. And it's always good to grow together with a group. And when I used to imagine how I would like to work and what would be my best way of working, I would always imagine this, but I didn't know what name to give to this kind of imagination. And I didn't know the how part of how to make this happen. But the vision was so clear in my mind. And even if I didn't know the exact 100 steps that I had to take, as I started to take like the first few steps, the 5 6 steps, the rest of the path just opened up. And this is one of the sad realities that I am seeing, that a lot of people just don't want to take those first few steps. Or even if I am ready to push them as a coach, or help them out in that particular journey, because those steps are hard, I understand it. But when you will start creating your business, or you will start doing anything that you love, it is a mirror that brings in everything that you avoid in your life. So especially when people say I want to become a life coach, oh my god, your life is going to become a lab, and everything that you avoid will come into your face. Okay, And that is one of the reasons why a lot of people are not able to do good over here, because they don't want to face what's really happening inside of them. But unless and until you have that journey with yourself, it's very hard to facilitate that journey to other people. And I just wish that my illness goes away, my cough and cold goes away, but my voice remains, because I just like my cold voice. I like this voice is deeper and this voice feels more settled. But yeah, it gives me a lot of pain as I speak. So I'm not going to continue this life for a very long period of time, but I definitely wish to do so in the upcoming lives. Bye bye for now.